Welcome yourselves to the FM24 rebuild of Ipswich Town, the high-flying championship team under the stewardship of Kieran McKenna. They have bounced from the third tier of English football, now challenging for promotion to the English Premier League. The team is stooped with a rich history with such greats as Sir Bobby Robson himself, managing the team for 384 games. However, recently they found themselves down in League One football, when we can do so much better than that. So our mission is to take this team in 5 years and see if we can rebuild Ipswich to a top-flight Premier League team. So we cracked on, taking over Ipswich Town, also known as the Tractor Boys. And at the beginning of the season, they were predicted by the media to finish 10th. With a transfer budget of just £200,000 and a wage budget of £377,000, we are going to struggle bringing in new talent. Now, looking through the team, we have fantastic finishing up front with Connor Chaplin. Look how good he is. Shoots with power as well, comes deep to get the ball, plays 1-2s, and likes to have the ball played at his feet, don't we all? 17 finishing, he's going to get us a lot of goals. We've got great fullbacks in Brandon Williams on loan from Man United and Leif Davis with 17 corners.
Blimey, that's quite a lot, isn't it, John?
Throughout the team, we added 2 players. Welcome Rodrigo Lindoso. He is a fantastically old Brazilian player that you've never heard of, but he's got amazing penalty taking, which will be very important, apparently. But no, he has had a fantastic career, and he's come over to Ipswich to help with our promotional push. Both transfers were free, and Tariq Fosu also joined the lines at Ipswich, giving us a bit more depth in the wide areas, because I think we're a little bit light up front, so he should give us more firepower when needed. The team will line up in a 4-2-2-2 formation on attack, with wing-backs on attack, 2 DMs, 2 inside forwards, all 4 on support, and 2 up front with advanced forward. Every single player has to tackle harder because we are a shithouse team, and we will be playing down the flanks, down the wing. If you want this formation, please say so in the chat below, and I can put a link in the description. It is at this point that I will say like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of this rebuild, and let's see how we get on in our first season as Ipswich manager. If you look here, guys, it went really well. It went much better than I was expected, to be honest. We not only won the league, we destroyed the league. We got 106 points, top of the table, champions of the championship. Thank you very much. Connor Chaplin got 40 goals. Absolutely insane. Leif Davis got 14 assists. But ultimately, that is better than I thought. Playoffs would be great. So to go up straight away, that's back-to-back now for Ipswich Town. They're back in the big time, which is exactly where they want to be. Well, the cup competitions left a lot to be desired. We did get knocked out in the 5th round of the FA Cup by Manchester City. We can look at that result in a moment. And same, we got knocked out in the Carabao Cup in the 3rd round by Newcastle United. Premier League teams, what are you going to do? But let's have a look at the championship. I want to see Connor Chaplin, 40 goals. 40. He's now worth 30-odd million, so we might have to cash in on him, but I'm probably leaning towards keeping him, to be honest. 40 goals in the league, just in the league. That's insane. Average ratings, all Ipswich. It's Chaplin, Davies, Broadhead as well. No assists, just average ratings. Man of the match, Connor Chaplin, 14 games, obviously. And yellow cards as well come to us.
It's embarrassing.
Going through the results, we went on an unbeaten run, a 20-match unbeaten stretch in the league. We've come up with massive results, such as 6-2 against Preston. We got 5-0 back-to-back against Cardiff and Sheffield Wednesday. 3-3 draw there, another 5-0 against Watford. And, you know, they're no mugs. They are no mugs. Now, rumour has it, this was our #1 goal of the season, so we'll have to have a look. Lindoso clearly had a great season. Here's Broadhead. Oh, my word. Yes, thank you very much, Broadhead. And that is the sort of quality we've been dishing out in the championship. Thank you very much. Bish, box, bang, good night. And not just that. I've looked at our youth candidates that were evaluated, and we've got 3 elite talents. Will Robertson Trent, are you... You know what? For 15... He's actually decent. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Halal Abbas, who's Swedish. No, I wouldn't have said that, mate. Is also, for 16 years old, quite good. And Iwan Vickers, the young Welsh lad, and he's also quite good. 15 jumping reach. Wow. Okay, the budget we've been given for the Premier League is £35.5 million. That is not bad for our first one. £240,000 available in the wage budget. Straight into season 2, transfers. We have made a lot, as I mentioned. First, the outgoings. No one really of interest here. Freddie Lepedo, he went out for 1.1 million. A couple of loans, and that's about it. We also lost Lavin, Ayinde, our goalkeeper, we lost Lee Evans, so no more comedy in the team.
Surprise!
But we have made a lot of big strides with a lot of new players signed. Starting off with Juan Castilla. He cost us 1.1 million. He's now worth 19 to 28 million. He's the sort of player that we're going to do a bit of money ball with. I'm training him as the defensive midfielder on support. So I think he's going to be one for the future, someone that we can develop and hopefully make a bit of money on. Next, a sensational find here. 1.3 million for the Colombian goalkeeper, Kevin Mayer. He's just, I mean, let's be honest, average all across the board, but he's still young at 24 years old, so he should develop. And again, a little bit of money ball in the future. Hopefully we can make some profit on him. One of the more exciting transfers for £4.6 million is Thiago Borbas from RB something or other, RB Bragantino.
Great job.
He's, again, with all the players we're going to buy young, and they're going to go up. I'm just going to stop saying that. He's advanced forward. He's going to be a great player for us, generally just good in all areas. 5'11". I think he'll make a great addition to the team and bagging in those goals next to Connor Chapman. Side note on Connor Chapman, he was begging for money. It was a bit of a saga. He wanted 60,000 a week. I didn't want to give him 6,000 a week. I tried to sell him. I got an agreement in place with Leicester, but then looking at who I could bring in and what I needed in the team, decided to keep him, and he's on 48k now. So you're a bit of a robbing bastard, Chapman, but you did score me 42 goals last year, so you can stay. Yeah, I can excuse that. Next on the list is a new centre-back. He's a defensive midfielder, but he is going to play our centre-back, is Florian Flick. He cost us £3.4 million from Nuremberg. He's, amazing. He's 6'2". A lot of nice stats, over 16. He's going to be a beast. He's exactly what we need. Thank you very much. Welcome to the team. Next was one of our freebies. Welcome, Jose Machin. He cost us £0. He's only on 18k a week as well. He's already worth over 10, and he's a great defensive midfielder, very experienced, got some good traits, shooting from distance and gets into the opposition area, which is great for us because we want those defensive mids to push in and push forward. So he's going to be another good addition. 7.25 million for Henry Mosquera. He's got pace. He's got tricks. He can cut inside from both wings. He shoots with power. He's got good dribbling and all right everything else. 5'9", still taller than me. I think he's going to be a good addition on both wings, cutting in on that right foot. I think he's going to make a great signing for us. Again, from Bragantino. The second of our freebies, probably the better one of the freebies, is Roman Del Castillo. Can play both wings, left-footed, so he's going to be cutting in from the other side. Very agile, great crossing, generally good all round. I think he's all right. He's all right. Nothing to be too excited about, but I think he'll make a good player for us for the few years we've got him. He's 28, so not much sell-on value for us, but if we sell him for anything, it's money in the bank, innit? £2.4 million we spent on Brodie Spencer. He is a really good utility defender for us. He can play right back and left back. He's right-footed, so I did get him as the right back. 20-year-old, capped for Northern Ireland. Great sell-on value, great development opportunity for him. He's going to make us, he's going to be cover for now, possibly even maybe start. We'll see how it looks in the preseason. And lastly, please welcome Kevison from Santos. Record signing. He will eventually cost us around £18 million. He is brilliant. He's 20 years old, under 20, capped for Brazil. He's got a lot of pace. He's got a lot of room to develop. He's going to be pushing Davis for the first team spot. And I think ultimately brings the team up a notch. And these are going to be the sort of players who are going to be signing for the first few years so we can really get that reputation going. The season preview. Let's have a look. We are predicted rock bottom, guys. There's no matter how good our transfers are, we are predicted to be relegated and relegated like Sunderland and Derby with like 3 points to our name. But I think with the season we had, with the tactic we've got, the players we've brought in, I think we do have enough to avoid relegation. I think mid-table would be a great place for us to start in the Premier League. So this will be how the team lines up for the season. Again, this may change over the course of the year, depending on how people play. But we've got Maya, Clark, Tuanazabi, Flick, Davis, Machin, Taylor, Di Castello, Borbas, Chaplin, and Mosquera. We kept the majority of the team from last year. Didn't want to make too many changes. We did have a team that was very, very happy. Obviously, they won promotion with 106 points. So let's see how this team gets on in the first season back in the big time in the Premier League. Now, Season 2 was not quite as kind as Season 1, the Championship. It was a big, big step up for us, and we just managed to avoid relegation. I say just, we did hit the magic 40 points. 15th is respectable for a team that's been out of the top flight for as long as we have. So, beggars cannot be choosers. However, I would have liked us to do a little bit better. But as I say, we hit our ultimate objective of staying in the league. And remembering that, 1,000 to 1 odds of winning the league. So, and congratulations to Liverpool. They won by quite a margin and they slapped us up as well. If we look at the schedule, if we look at our results, decent winning against Fulham. We started off okay, draw away to Blackburn. Probably not, although Harry Clark also got himself sent off. But we took some heavy defeats. 2-0 at home to Burnley is a bad... Twanzey got sent off, that's probably why. 5-1 defeat against Tottenham. A 4-1 win against Brighton. Very convincing there. But then we just go on this run. Look at that.
Disgusting!
5-0 against Newcastle that we lost. 4-1 we lost to Fulham. 3-0 we lost to Norwich. We do not like playing away. And then the last 3 games of the season, to be fair, we got a great win against Tottenham in the last minute as well. Well done, Connor Chaplin there. Liverpool slapped us up 6-0. Arsenal slapped us up 5-1. And then Chelsea just got a 23rd minute goal against us. I would say overall a success in the Carabao Cup. We got knocked to Forest Green Rovers.
You are terrible.
What? We didn't even score. Forest Green Rovers beat us 2-1. Waghorn scored against us. Martin Waghorn as well. I thought I'd recognize that name. Look at him. He was relevant. He's a Mackham. He was relevant years ago. But yeah, we got knocked out by a League 2 team. That is shameful. That is How have I still got a job? I don't know. It wasn't all doom and gloom, though, because Connor Chapman, that is the best goal. Maybe it was. That was not the best goal I've ever seen. It's a free kick. God, it was a drab season, wasn't it? Now, the budgets have been set by the board. Second year in the Premier League, the money will start rolling in. We've got a great bank balance of 45 million there. Ooh, and that is all profit, apparently. So we've got 55.5 million to spend in the transfer window with £130,000 available in wages. There is certainly more we can do with the team. I think we cash in on a few players. There's a couple of injuries here as well. Cash in on a couple of players. Really maybe go and the whole defense as a whole really struggled. So we'll see what we can do there. Get a better goal scorer. Thiago Borbas did not have a great year. 6.46 last 5 games, 6.69 overall. The only player that came out of the season with any sort of pride would have been Roman Del Castillo, who cost us nothing. Maybe we sell him on for profit. But I think I'm going to do a little bit of wheeling and dealing. I think next season, if we get the right mix in, we'll see how we get on, but let's see how we get on with the transfers first. Before we get into any transfers, huge news. The club are looking to build a new stadium. The board have announced plans to build a new stadium and they're in the process of searching for a suitable site and possible investors. We need more people, more bums on seats. We're a Premier League team now and the club know we're here to stay. So hopefully by the end of this rebuild, we will have a new stadium that we're playing in. So watch this space. Okay, so transfers, as I'm sure you're all super excited to know about. First of all, we'll go with the outs. Tariq Fosu left. I didn't think he really contributed much, so he went out on a free. George Hurst left us for £11.5 million. Yeah, I'll take that all day of the week. Got him off the wages. Blackburn wanted him. He was moaning, so see you later. Thank you very much. Money in our pocket. And that's about it. To be honest, not other than Twanzey went on a free, so that's a lot of money off from the wages again. He was on quite a bit of money. But more importantly, the bits you're all interested in. Let's go through the transfers. £2.5 million centre-back in Joaquin Sosa from Italy. We got him from Bologna. Only played 13 times for Bologna. He's 23. He's 6'2". He's got a great head in, good jumping reach. Overall, just a big improvement on what we had at the back, and that is one that we had one of the leakiest defenses last year. So defense was one of the main priorities. For £5 million from Vasco Figueiredo. That's what we're going to say. Figueiredo. He shoots from distance, tries long range free kicks, and also hits free kicks with power. Now, long shots 14, that's not bad. Right-footed, will be cutting inside from the left-hand side. He's an inverted wing on sports, as you can see. He's got great stats there and didn't cost us very much either. We also pulled off an absolute coup in managing to bring in Yusufa Moukoko from Dortmund, and he is going to be, I think, one of the main reasons why we bang in all the goals this year. 16 finishing. He's got a lot of potential. He's already started to improve. We got him on loan. Only cost us 1.8 million. I think the fee was, if I double check, 1.7 million pound for the fee. Not bad business. Thank you very much. Next to him, we've got the youth, and now we want the experience. Premier League proven experience. And we got that in the form of none other than Danny Ings himself. He's not playing in Claret Blue anymore. He is playing in the mighty blue of Ipswich Town. He's got sensational determination and good teamwork. 15 finishing, 13 composure. If he stays fit, he's going to be a great asset to us. So fingers crossed that it works. Brought in Liam Morrison, the Scottish international, has 2 caps for his nation. He's not going to get much game time up from us, but he's 22 years old, didn't cost us a penny, and a nice bit of business there, bit of cover at the back. Speaking of cover, we also brought in Emmanuel Ojeda.
Who are you?
He cost us nothing. He's only cost us 19 grand in the wage budget. He's there. He's an all right holding midfielder. Can play emergency centre back. He's only 6 foot, which is not really big enough. Good cover. That's what he's there for. Now, we splashed the cash. £13 million from Roma. Eduardo Bove, or Bove, I don't know how you'll say that in Italian. But yeah, he's sensational. Look at him. He's got amazing determination, great bravery. He is a defensive midfielder on support, as we know. Amazing work rate. He is a model citizen as well, who loves to play 1-2s. I think he's going to be the heartbeat of the team. Keeping the Italian vibe, we also brought in Lorenzo Pirola. He is going to be the other side of our defense. He is going to complete the centre-back pairing with Sosa. He is, again, a big upgrade on what we had last year, and I think he's going to be an amazing addition. And last, and certainly not least, keeping the Italian theme again, we finish off with Tommaso Baldanzi. Sorry, I got to go. Baldanzi. He is great. He's 22 years old. He's costing us quite a lot, I imagine. £15 million. Pirello cost us 25. So a lot of money going into the Italian league. Overall, we spent £54 million, and I think he was the last one we brought in. We are still predicted rock bottom with Luton Town. 1,000 to 1, £54 million spent, and still no movement there. We finished 15th last season. We've never had a good cup run. I think if we can get to the semis of a cup and finish in the top 10, that would be an amazing achievement from the Tractor Boys. Let's see how we get on. We finished 9th, top 10 in our second season in the Premier League. Yusufa Moukoko has put himself as the top goal scorer for Ipswich, and it's been great. I mean, I'd say I'm a minus 12 goal difference, maybe a bit fortunate to finish where we did, but top 10, progressing well. I will say we got knocked out by West Brom. West Brom, I mean, in the Premier League. West Brom knocked us out of the FA Cup in the 5th round. And another embarrassing removal from a cup tournament in the Carabao Cup. We've been knocked out again by a crap team in Reading. Sorry, Reading. You know, Yusufa Moukoko beat Erling Haaland to the Golden Boot Award. Sensational stuff from him. Nothing else really to note from any other player. Moukoko got himself the Golden Shoe. No, did I have the rights to the Golden Boot? What's that? Golden Shoe. He scored 20 goals and he played for every single Premier League match for his 38 games played, an average rating of 7.11 with 6 assists. That's a very good return for 1.7 million that we invested in him, and he will sadly now go back to Dortmund.
You can't leave.
Looking at the results, we had to play Chelsea and Arsenal first, and we got knocked straight out. There it is, as a result. But we got a 5-0 win against West Ham, and Moukoko got himself a hat-trick. We had a famous win against Fulham. We seem to be losing against the big teams quite badly, but we're picking up points. I mean, oh, God, we lost 7-0. We lost 7-0. How on earth have I still got a job? To Norwich.
I am flabbergasted.
But we did beat Man City at home. That's a hell of a result. We also beat Chelsea 3-0 at home, so we're a home team. We lost 4-5 against Nottingham Forest. But that's a lovely little run we got there. And then we took revenge against Norwich. But my God, 7-0. 7-0. Well, thank you very much, board, for keeping me on. I should be on the dole right now. And would you believe it? All the goals that were scored by Moukoko. The best goal was that one by Flick. And that actually was quite a good goal in our 2-1 win against West Ham. We've had our budget set at 1.1 million for the wages, but 71 million pounds to spend in the summer. So that is going to be a big, big game changer. You're going to see a lot of coming and goings. Hopefully now we'll be able to sign a better caliber of player. The last window I didn't struggle to find the good players. It was convincing them to join us or getting pipped by another team. So this season, we're going to really push forward and go for European football. See you in a second. I have to do a little, I went a little bit crazy. Things may have got out of hand. In regards to players leaving us, we did bring in £18 million worth of players in. We got rid of Figueiredo for pretty much as much we bought him for. Bought him for 5, sold him for 5, so fine. Juan Castilla has left, and a deal that can be worth 21 mil is all on clauses, but they definitely will be. I feel like he weren't going to get the time he needed, so he had to leave. So see you later, Castilla. You were a part of the plan, and bought him for what? 1.1 million, sold him for 13. Thank you very much. See you later. Good luck. Harry Clark left for RB Leipzig. He's trying out life in Germany. He's doing the Harry Kane, and he's leaving the British Isles, and he's popped over to Leipzig. Wish him all the best. There was a player who was free, and I took my chances, and we have welcomed the Lionel Messi plays. 39-year-old, internationally retired Lionel Messi plays for Ipswich Town.
What is this?
He is here for his influence only. He's not on a lot of money. I thought it'd be great if he can come up with anything in the season. It'll be amazing to watch. So let's see how he gets on. I don't think he'll play many games. Jean Naobi. He is Moukoko 2.0. 18-year-old Cameroonian, scored 4 goals in 5 games for Cameroon. He is absolutely insane. He's super fast. He is a wonder kid officially. 16 finishing, 17 flares, 17 off the ball. He's going to be a world beater, and I'm so excited. He is going to be the star man this season. For £7 million, we also brought in Augustin Roberto, similar to the last guy. He's young, a lot of potential, didn't cost us a lot of money. He's now worth a lot of money. And I think he'll have his part to play in the season as well. Now, one of the biggest transfers in the club's history, Tjark Ernst from Spurs. He has cost us £30 million. He is our brand new goalkeeper. Amazing aerial reach, one-on-ones, reflexes, and rushing out. Is exactly what we need for a goalkeeper, as a sweeper keeper. And yeah, he's going to be that bit of extra defense that we were lacking last year. We sucked. We were one of the worst defenses in the league. So this will help shore that up. For a total of £3 million, we have loaned in Aston Villa's Omari Kellyman. He is good cover on all the way, on both the flanks and also up front. Good pace. Again, he may even start for us. He's that good. So again, it's a bit more cover. Only £3 million. It's bloody hard in the Premier League, let me tell you, to get some cheap loans. So he's done us a good deal. What is a sensational deal, in my opinion, is we sold Castilla. And we have brought in, for free, Alex Moriba. What a player, for free. He may start. I think he's injured at the moment. Yes, he is. However, when he gets back in fitness, he's a great player. Excellent aggression, excellent flair. I think he'll come good. I think he's a good player. Because Clark left us, I've also replaced him with 22-year-old, another Italian, Filippo Missouri. He only cost us $6.25 million. 22 years old. He's capped at under 21 level. And again, great physicals. I think he could even start. He's a great player. And lastly, last season I noticed that on the left flank, we did not play very well. So out with Figueroa and in with Paulinho. He's cost us £20 million from Newcastle United. He's inside forward. He's all round just a bit of a beast. Great physicals, great dribbling, good finishing, good first touch, good flair. 15s all over the park, cut with a 16 here and there. And yeah, I think his traits are very good as well. Gets forward whenever possible, curls the ball, plays 1-2s, and tries first-time shots. So I think he'll be getting a lot of goals. This is how the team will look when Bove is not injured. We'll have Ernst, Missouri, Sosa, Pirola. Hopefully they'll play better. Kevison, Flick, Bove, Balzani, Roberto, Niobe, and Paulinho. Obviously, we've got Lionel Messi on the bench. Hopefully, he can do something. Now, what does the league think that we're going to do? Where are we going to finish Premier League? Look at that. Now, the odds haven't improved, but our position has. We're still 1,000 to 1 to win the league. However, we're not predicted to get relegated this time. This season, we are pushing for European football. Let's see if we can show up the defense. Let's see if Lionel Messi can make a difference. I'll catch you in a moment. After money spent, after Lionel Messi joined the team, a whole new attacking, relentless onslaught from Ipswich left us in 9th again. We went nowhere, guys. It was a bit of a bust. I mean, we did score the most goals in the league, which is, second most rather. Take that all day. However, our defense is terrible. So first things first, I know you're all asking, well, how do we get on? We only went and won the Carabao Cup. Look at us go. I am chuffed to bits. We are in the Europa Conference League, baby. Ipswich Town are a European footballing giant. We got knocked out of the quarterfinals by Chelsea in the FA Cup. So you take that. These are better results. These are more like not Forest Green Rovers. These are not Reading. These are proper teams. And let's have a look at the Carabao Cup. We beat Manchester United on penalties. The match itself, very even, actually. Very, very even. And Lionel Messi was ended up being the top goal scorer in the tournament.
That's why he's the GOAT!
I've got a bone to pick with Lionel Messi because I came back to the team thinking, oh, nice. Where is he? Where are you, Lionel? Lionel Messi abandoned ship midway through the season. He retired, the selfish prick. He did fantastic for us. I will take that 6.87 from a 39-year-old. Fine. Our top goal scorer of the season was surprisingly Augustin Roberto, who scored us 20 goals in all competitions. He is turning out, he has improved so much this season with the arrows are going up. It's beautiful. His physicals are looking amazing. His mentals have gone up a lot. He's got 16 dribbling, 15 first touch, and 15 finishing. I think he can be a big part of this team next season as we launch to get back into to our European campaign. Niobe became our best player of the season with an average rating of 7.1. He also got us 18 goals, so not far off being our top goal scorer. But overall, he's improved as well. Now worth almost £100 million. He has a clause in his contract saying he can leave for £75 million, so we don't want to lose him, but we will see. I'd like to say my pleasant surprise of the season has been Bove scored 7 from midfield. Love that. Pirola scored 5 from defence. Is great. Now, as I mentioned, I came back looking at what's going on. He is asked for... So, Ernst wants his initial playing time. And I was like, wait, that's curious because you were our number one goalkeeper. Oh, no. No. He's played no games. I forgot to set it to play the formation, as in the team. You know, when you go on holiday, I forgot to set it as pick the team that I want as often as you can. And the assistant went mental and picked Myler, who's also unhappy, even though he is the worst goalkeeper and still played. So that's irritating. My mistake. Sorry, Ipswich fans. But the board has set an initial budget for us of £67 million and £170,000 more that we could spend on wages. So I'm going to have a big summer. It's going to be a summer blowout. We're going to see how well we can do. Can we win another cup? Can we break into the top 6? I think it would be a great achievement for Ipswich. We've got to make sure we can manage the games as well in Europe. Let's see how we get on. I'll be back in a moment with the transfer news. And we have some big news. We are due to move to a 40,888 capacity Ipswich Stadium at the end of next season.
Dilly din, dilly dong, come on.
As you can see, we've sold quite a lot of our existing players. We've said goodbye to Liam Morrison, 300k to Portsmouth. The biggest miss, Tommaso Baldanzi. He left to RB Leipzig because they triggered his clause, so I couldn't stop him. 38.5 million from him. Matching went to Como on a permanent. We sold the goalkeeper, Kevin Meyer. We bought him for 1.5, sold him for 15 million. Excellent markup there. Good bit of business. Ojeda went to Banfield and Kevison went to Wolves. They have an obligation to buy as well. Ignore 1.8. That is a lie. For £13 million, we stole a march on Manchester City. Claudio Echeverri has joined us. Excellent amount of money spent. He could play all across the front three. I'm going to train him. He's probably going to play out on the right here as our inside forward on support. He's young, excellent value for the transfer market in the future for Ipswich, but I think for now he's going to be sensational. 17 flair, 16 technique, 19 first touch, and 16 dribbling. He's going to be a beast. For £27.5 million, please welcome Hungarian international. He's had 45 caps and he's only 23 years old. Milos Kerkez. He is rapid. He's got an excellent work rate, great technicals, all round a beast, and he's going to be our new left back. Best advice is probably not to go and raid a relegated team, but we got a second player from Bournemouth for £40 million. Please welcome Ilya Zabani, and he is our new centre-back. He is physically imposing. He's got 16 strength, 16 stamina, 16 jumping reach. He is an absolute beast. And again, an upgrade because we do desperately need a much better defence. For £13 million, we brought in the 19-year-old Mexican Wonderkid. His name is Alan Silva. And yeah, he cost us not a lot of money. As you can see already, his value has skyrocketed because of his age, and he's actually a wonder kid. He's a beast. He's already very, very good. He's going to sit on the bench. He's part of the rotation, but he's added that little bit of quality. And again, more selling value for the club in the future, building up on our Ipswich team. £35 million was spent on Salvatore Esposito. You all know him. He's one of the most popular players this year. He's Italian, so it goes well with what we're trying here at Ipswich. He's got great free kick taking, great vision. And again, he's got the good traits to match. He is a very, very good player, and he'll be sitting in our new DM role. And last, and by certainly no means least, for £58 million, we've really gone for it this year. Thanks to some of the transfers that we've done, we have managed to bring in Lovro Major, or Major, whatever you want to call him. He's going to bring a whole new dimension to our game, adding 16 corners, 16 free kicks, set pieces now we can really build upon and get more from, and that should get us into the top 6. This is how the team is going to line up. I'm going to tell them to line up like this as well. Ernst Missiori at right back. When he's back, he's not injured. Zabani, Pirola, Kerkez, Maja, Esposito, Echeverri, Roberto, Niobe, and Paulinho. And you know we've had a fantastic transfer window when the game actually thinks that we are going to finish 14th, which is much, much better, but not significantly different to what we did last year. But the big difference is it's a quartered what our expectations are, 250 to 1. The aim for the season is top 6. Now, remember, we're in 4 competitions for the final season: Premier League, the Europa Conference League, and we get put in the 4th qualifying round, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. Can we retain our Carabao Cup champion status? Can we get into the top 6 with Ipswich Town our final season? And can we even dare to dream to win the Europa League on our first time of asking? Catch you in a minute. In our final season, remember, we came 15th in the Premier League in our first season there and 9th twice. And all the money we've put into the club, surely you'd think we'd got better. No, you'd think wrong. We finished 11th in the end. What I will say is that we have an even goal difference. So I think overall it is an improvement. I would also say that a couple of wins, here and there, I know every team can say that, but, if some results went our way, we could have been pushing Liverpool into this spot. Nottingham Forest broke into the top 4, so fair play to Nottingham Forest. Looking at the league, none of our players really stood out at all. It was dominated by Haaland again. However, some massive news, some amazing news. As you can see, we won the Europa Conference League in the first time of asking. Absolutely sensational. We beat Stuttgart in an amazing 3-2 victory.
Well done, boy.
Stats-wise from the players, you can see here, Niobe 27 goals, Roberto 26 goals, Paulinho 22 goals, Echeverri got 21 goals, Chapin chipped in with 10, fair enough. Goals galore. The best average rate obviously was Echeverri, and then they get the top 4. The goalkeeper this time, Ernst, actually stayed in net, and guess what? Got 702. We've taken Ipswich from the Championship back into top-tier football and into European football. We won 2 cups. They've got a good young squad. If you want this save, I'll leave it in the description. If you want this tactic, I'll leave it in the description. like, share, and subscribe, please. It makes a big, big difference to me. And thank you for watching this far. Comment, what team do you want to see me fumble around with? I don't think we smashed it. But what team do you want to see me rebuild next? And thank you very much. I'll see you next time.